Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net. Emphasis on the .net. And we're early today because we're right on time. So today I'm going to do weekly for fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for September 29th to October 5th, 2019. Can't believe how fast this last month has gone. And the first card that I pulled out for fire is coming together. And that's really a positive thing because I do know how the energy has been for the last few weeks. And it's been really intense. So it's really, but it's gone in and it's sweeping. It's like a new broom, sweeping clean. But it's also not giving us much breathing room. It's not giving us much time to adjust to the new shifts and changes. So we always feel kind of pushed, always on. So things are coming together. That is a good sign for fire. And the first card is, or I like it, is Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, master craftsman working at his craft. Master craftsmen generally are very good at what they do, and they're very calm and calm in their energy. So we have become master craftsmen, and we are really becoming very good at what we do and dealing with the situation. What covers us is the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is having put in an effort. We're reaping a bounty, but we're happy about it. We feel good about it, and that's very important. What's behind us? It's all on the same vein, actually, as Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is a man who's very adept at living life, has learned the tricks of survival. And there are tricks for survival. Sometimes it's just shutting the door and going to bed and having a nap. But there are tricks for survival, and we've learned it. We know how to... we have an idea what the next step is going to be because we have survived enough energy and shifts to know that with A happens, generally C and D are going to happen, but we don't go to B anymore. So we know these things. And what's just below us? It's the star. And the star, or goddess, it's a support energy. Tough, expects a lot out of each person that they're involved with, but very, very supportive. So we have a lot of support for what we're doing, a lot of expectations on us to do well, but we are also supported by doing it. And what's happening this week is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is support. Not the goddess support, though. This is a little more intimate. This is the support of family, friends, and angels and guides, usually family and friends who have passed before us or haven't come down with us. So we are getting a lot of support. There's still a lot of energy in this card, a lot of motion, a lot of movement. So unfortunately, even with we're doing really great, it does appear that there's, and that's one major account, by the way, it does appear that we are still in for some shifting and changing this week. And the card that came up for the future, that's an interesting card, and it's a major arcana. It's called the Justice card, but I call it my light worker card. And I call it the light worker card because the sword cuts away that which is no longer necessary. We are receiving more energy, more information, and our hearts are becoming lighter. So that's where we're headed to for this week. Things should be lighter and generally, because we're continuing to cut away that which is no longer necessary. And but that does not bode well for a calm, easy week. It just means we have more work to do. So what's some things to support us through the week is Two of Wands. Excuse me. My kids are sick, and I think they're trying to give it to me. I'm trying to resist. This is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is looking back over our life, realizing we have done very well, but we want to change. We want something new to come in. In this case, for us, or for fire, it is we want the magic to come into our lives. We want to dream big. We want to dream in Technicolor. We don't want to stay in black and white or beiges and dull colors. And if we can do that, then we have the Nine of Cups, which is reaping the rewards. There's still change, there's still growth, but reaping the rewards for what we're going to do this week. And the Ace of Cups, bringing in a new form of joy and happiness. And what is a new form of joy and happiness? Probably our idea of what makes us feel happy, our idea of what causes us to feel lighter in energy. So things are coming together. That's definitely what it says in this week's reading, that things are coming together. And what's it going to bring us? It's probably going to bring us, because the last card was joy, right? It's going to bring us joy and stability. So maybe part of it is that it will, through the energy of shifting and changing, because we're becoming used to shifting and changing, it could be that we adapted to it so we feel more stable inside. And that would be very nice, because the constant shifting and energy of shifting and changing is very difficult on people's minds, at least on my mind. We've had the roofers here for 4 days now, and I find that I'm just a little bit discombobulated listening to that bang, bang, bang on the roof all the time, and having our dogs really upset. I'm just, I can hardly wait for it to be over. So having that constant shift and change can be discombobulating. That's just go with that word. That's a word I kind of like, actually. And so if we can get to a place where our center is centered, then we have that stability, and that is a new form of joy. Being centered is a very good place to be. I'm done.
You're done?
I was done.
All right. I'm going to knock out the hellos right away.
Okay. While you're doing that, I have to reply to this lady. So, but I'm listening.
Yeah. So Elliot Garcia, Jenny Jones, Miley Palette, Love Life, Champagne C, Anilu Fernandez, Debbie, Maria Herrera, Alicia P, and Mellow Yellow. Hello!
Hi, everybody.
And hello to whoever else I missed, because those were a lot of names to remember.
Yeah, and she's still sick. As she packs up a lung.
Which will happen periodically. All right, to the questions. Jao Firmino asks, any messages for me?
Well, your guides are very proud of you. Seems like you've taken a forward step, and it's one that will help you a great deal. According to them, it was something that you needed to do, just to take that forward step and expand your horizons, or open up and see things in a wider vista. So your guides are very proud of you, which goes along with the energy, doesn't it, of shifting and changing and of seeing things in a different way. Yeah, that's pretty good. Congratulations.
Malepale asks, can I ask how Gemini is feeling with our upcoming dinner date?
A little bit tummy crawling. Not like little butterflies in it, and he's sort of excited and a little bit the word I had that came to my mind was nonplus. He doesn't quite know how to deal with it, but he's really excited, and he's afraid he's going to mess up. He's sort of looking. He says, "Do I know what to wear? Do I wear the right? Have I got the right clothes to wear to this?" I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but he's not 100% sure that he will present himself properly. But he's excited, nervous. I guess excited and nervous. That's what he's feeling. Okay.
Champagne C says, yes, tricks for survival is what is needed with this crazy spiritual path.
It really is.
I feel my family in spirit. Are they around me? I feel my family in spirit is around me a lot of the time, this time. At this time.
Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, they said a colloquialism, but I don't think I quite got it. So basically, he says they're around you like bees on honey. I'm not quite sure I got exactly what they said, but that's basically what it came out to me. I'm sorry, laughing. I shouldn't laugh, but people in spirit, family in spirit, generally have the biggest sense of humor, and they say that the funniest things, and we have to translate it we keep a straight face. And sometimes it's really hard because I know the majority of people in spirit are just hilarious because life is good over there. So they're funny. But yeah, they're around you a lot.
Love Life asks, do you see my local civil register approving my petition to correct my birth certificate in just a year or shorter? I'm hoping they will approve it quick.
Well, they don't. You know how government or any kind of authoritarian, they resist change, and they're grumbling about it, but they can't find a reason not to. So I suspect they're going to make you jump through every single hoop they can find, simply because they resist change. But yeah, the same thing happened to my middle daughter. I gave them a name. They read it, didn't bother to read it correctly, and her name is spelled wrong. But we didn't correct it because she didn't care. But I don't see that it might be 6 months to a year. I think you're in the general range that you want. So, but they are resistant, not because it's a bad ask, but because they don't like change. Okay.
It's not so much that they don't like change, they don't like work.
No, they just, in this case, is a resistance to changing things that are already in position. But it shouldn't take that long.
Maria Herrera asks, hello, Eliz-sha. I had a strange dream. What spirit is it? What is spirit trying to tell me? Thank you.
That they're wanting you to be a little more self-assured, more confident. It's almost like they want you to go out the door and do things outside of the house that you have always been a little hesitant to do. That's not what they're trying to say, but it's an image they're giving me, so that you go out and do something. That's not saying that you don't go out and do something. So it's a metaphor for that they want you to do something that you're a little bit uncomfortable doing, and but it will broaden your horizons, broaden your energy level. Okay.
Alicia P98 asks, morning. May I please know what Justin thinks about our recent conversation at the pub?
Okay, this is what he said to me, and I apologize for any language. Damn that woman for making me think. He still has to work through what he's thinking, and it kind of it just set him back. It didn't put his back up. He's not feeling resistant. It just put him back with a bit of, oh, okay. So whatever it is, you're making him think, and he's not. That's not his. It's not his. It's not something that he's used to doing. Is thinking through things clearly. He usually flies by the seat of his pants, and this time it is different. Not bad. He's not angry. He's not frustrated. It's just, well, maybe a little frustrated. He's just doing something that's unusual for him. Okay.
Puzzle of Life asks, hi, what can my spirits tell me about what that I can expect for this month of October that's positive? Thank you.
Positive.
Puzzle it's positively spooky.
Yeah, it's positively spooky. Get our newsletter. It's really spooky.
Puzzle of Life. Yes.
Yeah. So I see, actually, when you ask for something joyful, I see the energy after the 15th. It's sort of like the energy comes in, it's bright and it's light, and you go, oh, I like that. What it is, they're not telling me, but it is positive. But your eyes shine and you're excited. Something fun and exciting is coming in. And there's also, not the same thing, separate. There's also little cakes that you're going to really enjoy. I don't know if they come from another country or something like that, another culture, but these little cakes, and they look like cakes to me. Pardon me. They're little things like this, and they're something that you go, oh, those are so good. So that's something that's positive that's coming in your future of October. All right. I think. But it's different from when the energy comes in and you're excited. The cakes are separate from that.
Debbie asks, why am I having so many disturbing dark dreams?
Usually that happens when your subconscious is letting go of things. So when they happen, you say, thank you very much. I no longer need you. You've done a really great job of helping me be who I am now. Please leave. All right. It's just that doesn't take a psychic. That's just part of spiritual growth. And anytime you have a question like that, Debbie, you can ask my daughter, and she can ask me if she doesn't know the answer. But
or you can reach out to our dream interpreter.
She's not on Facebook.
No, but we can, with Elizabeth's permission, we can share her email, and
yeah, we can do that also.
Because she's really good at dream interpretation.
She's amazing, literally amazing.
Mellow Yellow says, Pisces moon seems to think I'm ignoring him. I guess that's good.
You probably are ignoring him. Oh. He's a little rattled and thinks that there's a little too many game playing, and he would like it to stop for a little while. So reach out and maybe set a date. And when I say a date, I mean a coffee date or something like that. But yeah, he does feel that, and he's a little bit frustrated. And I know you don't really want to let this go, so reach out and reach out to him.
Sarishwari asks, how does Pisces feel after I offered him to make up and start new?
So basically, it's like this came as a bit of a shock or surprise to him. The image that what I've got is him sitting down in a kitchen chair going, whoa, and actually thinking about it. He was not, literally was not expecting it. So he's thinking about it. Anyhow, at this moment, he's thinking about it. And I've said that 3 times. Hang on. I can get past thinking about it. At this moment, there's no yes, no, or maybe. It's just sort of, oh, kind of energy. So the potential at this moment is open. And that's not what you wanted to hear, but it's not a negative. All right. And the longer it's not a negative, the more likely it is a positive.
Blossom 11 asks, hello, any messages for me that will give me some clarity regarding love or career? What do I need to know?
That's a new one, isn't it? New name? Blossom 11? Not a new name?
No, we've had her.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I heard 11. And I thought, wow.
That would be a lovely name.
Yeah. So for both love and career, the suggestions are that you just keep moving forward at this moment. This week, there's no significant change, at least in the next few days, except that being steadfast, and just keep on doing what you're doing. It's going to draw more attention to you, and I suspect this would be more business than romance. But being steadfast and moving forward and doing your job diligently and things like that is what they're suggesting, and that it will pay dividends in the short run. Not long run, short run. All right.
She says, LOL, to the confusion of name.
Yeah. That's because her voice is all crackly.
Yeah, I have the sexy Phoebe voice from Friends.
Right now she does.
Love Life says, sorry to ask again, but will my local civil register raise it to our regional trial court to correct my birth certificate? You are correct. There will be opposition because there is a bit of conflict with our constitution.
Okay, she wants to know if it's going to be raised to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Trial court, regional trial court.
Unfortunately, I got a yes. It's more like they want to do it. They want to pass the buck rather than deal with the subject themselves. That would probably why I got the resistance, that they didn't like change. But at the same time, there is no actual real reason that you shouldn't be able to change your name. And yeah, I know you said there's constitutional reasons, but that's just a make work. And I think in this case, it's more like, well, if I don't have to make that decision, I'm going to let somebody else do it. I do believe that the judge you'll get is a little more intelligent, which might be to your benefit. It's a little more compassionate, I believe. I'm feeling the one, if it's the one I'm feeling that you get is a little more compassionate and it thinks this should never have come to me. All right. He's not that he's compassionate, but he's gruff. He might be a little intimidating, but he does seem to, follow the letter of the law a great deal.
She adds, this will cost me more. I hope it's just a clerical error.
Yeah, I understand, because you'll have to get a lawyer, and lawyers are not cheap. And that's because one of the questions, the things I was feeling was, would you need a lawyer? And honestly, I'm not 100% sure you would need a lawyer for this, but at the same time,
having one on hand might not be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, because only a fool is their own lawyers. That are some saying like that. So, anyhow,
she says, thank you so much, along with Sagittarius, Blossom 11, Maria Herrera, Debbie Malapale, and Mellow Yellow, and basically everybody. all 10 names I listed off before.
You're welcome. Yeah, I know it. I wish it was different. Let me ask a question. So, one thing is, if you sit down and write a really sweet, nice, I know it's not your fault, and things like that, but do it in a really nice, not sugary, so that they don't go, oh, she's just trying to scam us, but really nice way. No, you guys are at fault. It might be that it will soften the energy of these people who are kind of lazy, who don't want to do, I don't know a nicer way of saying it, people who just want to pass the buck, and they might try a little harder. It's worth a shot, writing a letter.
I will write a letter to the Civil Register.
Mm-hmm. But the Civil Register has people running it. So you write the letter to the people running it, not to the Civil
Register.
Yeah. And it's you're writing it to the people, not to the institution, because it's the people who are passing the buck, not the institution. But try it, and I can't promise you, but it might. I do think it might soften some of their energy. Okay.
As of right this minute, that was our last question.
Wow, that's amazing. We will be back later on today.
Around our usual time of
late. Okay.
Love Life says, thank you so much. I will follow your advice.
Well, good luck. It can't hurt. That's for sure.
Blossom 11 goes, oh wow, LOL. I wanted to know something and just remembered, LOL.
What did she want to know?
She said she'll come back.
Okay.
Love Life gives us a happy face, and Jen Taylor says hello.
Hey, Jen. So I think we're finished. We're going to
call it.
We're going to call it, because my daughter has to rush off to the next city and buy groceries. Yep. Costco run. And without that, we don't have toilet paper.
And we need toilet paper.
Well, everybody needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was lovely talking to you. It always is. This was a really nice energy. This one, it always is. This was particularly nice energy of talking with everybody. So thank you. Namaste. And let's go.
See you guys later.
soon.
Bye.